thought Gorton was an express engine, said Lisa. But if you are one, will it be your turn today, I wonder? Wait and see, said James. Come on, Lisa. See you, James, whistled Emily. See you later, James, whistled Lisa, as the two engines whooshed away. Wow, she said, see you later, James. Wow, now I can set off to deliver Then he remembered. Oh no, I've gone and done it this time. After that performance, Lisa, Thomas and Percy will never let it down. Now what am I going to do for the rest of the day? Yes, maybe I'll go to the washdown. So he did, and later he decided to watch something on television so that Lisa wouldn't catch him pulling trucks. On it was a romantic film. And just then, Thomas and Percy arrived. They had just finished delivering coal and were surprised to see what James was doing. Without you, Lisa, the skies are grey and bleak. Oh, Lisa, how can I go on without you? Blech! That mushy stuff makes me sick. What about James? Thomas, Percy, when did you get here? Are you alright, James? Asked Thomas. Something's up with you lately. First he refused to deliver coal, and now you're watching mushy movies. Well, an engine like me can expand his interest if he wants to, James huffed crossly. Suddenly, Thomas thought about it, then quickly knew what all this means. James, he asked, are you in love? Me? In love? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. You're a real kidder, Thomas. Ha-dee-ha-ha. You're the best comedian anyone will ever see, Thomas. Me in love. Percy thought it was very funny. Now he wanted to join in. He began to sing a song about it. James and Lisa sitting in the siding. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. James felt hurt by all this. However, Percy, that wasn't very funny. The two engines just laughed and set off to Titmouth Bay. That afternoon, as James was busy thinking about Lisa, Henry had an accident. Milk spilt all over James. If you can't push trucks properly, Henry, why not talk to the tree instead? You know how much you like the forest, clumsy wheels. Henry was cross. I'm sorry, James, he huffed. I was late. The cow strayed on my line and I had to wait for Farmer McCall to move her away. Then the signal was broken and now I have this accident. How would you like it if you were late? You would have the same situation, wouldn't you? Sorry, Henry. I didn't mean to have a go at you. Well, I was just cross because I'm about Lisa and... Don't tell me, said Henry, cheering up a bit. You're in love. What? How did you find out? He huffed. I found out yesterday when Lisa arrived. Don't you remember? Oh yeah, I was dreamy that time. Anyway, I was hoping one day I would ask Lisa out on a date, but I need some advice. Well, said Henry, you go out to a restaurant with a girlfriend, and you talk about a romantic scene of a film, Love is a Very Splendid Thing. Then pretend that the place you're at is a riverboat, and then tell the girlfriend you're with it's that you two are meant for each other. I bet you can't even do that. This made James very cross. Oh, shut up, Henry. I can set up a perfect date for Lisa. I just need to find a place to go to first. Then the Fat Controller arrived. I need an engine for a special, he said. Some group of very important passengers are going to London in a special train. Lisa offered to do it, but she can't manage it on her own. London is a very long way from Sodor, and it's much longer because it's much further than the Southern Railway. And I need one of the other engines to be Lisa's helper. Then you could go to London too. Yes, London, thought James. That's a perfect place to be for a date. I'm a perfect engine for that job, sir, whistled James. Very well, James, said the Fat Controller. Although I had a call this morning, but the coal yard manager told me that you didn't collect your trucks and deliver the coal. James didn't want to get into trouble. He had to think of an excuse. I guess he could say that, I've been unavoidably detained. The Fat Controller thought for a moment. I'm not sure if I should trust you on that one, James. I'll find out what Thomas and Percy has to say about this later. But since you haven't done any work all day, I want you to take the broken trucks to Knapford Yards for repair. Yes, sir, James said sadly, and the Fat Controller left. Smooth move, James, chuckled Henry. Now you'll never get ready for your date in time. And anyway, you'll just ruin it. Henry chuckled. Listen, Henry, I'm going to make the best date any female entrant could ever have. You'll see. When James arrived at the yards, Edward and Emily were there. James thought he would be safer asking advice from two kinder entrants. You two, I need your help, he said. I've got a date with Lisa and I don't know what to do. Well, said Emily, you could start by giving yourself a wash down. No, not like that, he huffed. I've never been on a date before, and I don't know what to do. How do you get a boyfriend, Emily? I don't. I mean, I like Thomas, but as a friend. It all began when I accidentally took Annie Clarabelle, and then we became friends after I saved him from a nasty accident. Okay. What about you, Edward? I'm a bit of the same thing, James, sorry, said Edward. Oh, goodness me. I want you two to come with me, just in case I failed. Edward laughed. We can't go on a date with you, we're busy tonight. James was very worried. But don't worry, I'll be shunting your coaches ready anyway. Why don't you go and ask for advice from Lightning and Sally? They'll give you some advice you'll need. They're a couple after all. Thank you, Edward. Oh, and Talkie Ramon, and tell him I'm on my way for emergency repaint. And James whooshed away. I hope James has a good time, said Emily. Me too, said Edward, but I hope he doesn't scare the new entrant like Mater did to Oliver by putting a fire alarm in his shed. What a day. Well, at least I'm back of the ship now, so I can get some... Wow, what the... Ah, Mater, you son of a... What the heck is wrong with you? Ah!